Shalom, shalom, everyone. So this class is on the Zera Shimshon, Parashat Vayigash. This class is dedicated for the neshama of the Zera Shimshon, Rabbi Shimshon Chaim Nachmani ben Rabbi Nachman Michal Nachmani, for the neshama of Chaim ben Moshe, and for the neshama of Michal ben Meir. So in this week's Parsha, there's a very famous verse where Joseph says to his brothers, Ani Yosef, ha'od avi chai. I am Yosef, is my father still alive? The question is, why did Joseph ask his brothers if his father was still alive? He already asked them the question during their second visit to Egypt, where he used almost identical words, and he asked them, is your father well? Now, some of the commentaries come and they explain his asking as a form of criticism for having sold their brother and for all the suffering and pain that they provided to their father, kind of like as a way of being like, how could you have done this to our father? How could you have caused him so much pain and suffering? But the Zera Shimshon comes and he's not really satisfied with this answer, since Yosef was trying to comfort them at this point and not to hurt them anymore. The Zera Shimshon, his question is, he wants to know, what was Yosef really saying when he asked his brothers, is my father alive? So he brings up the idea of Ruach HaKodesh, and Ruach HaKodesh is a divine vision. And his question is, didn't Jacob have divine vision? Wasn't he able to see that his son Joseph was still alive and even know where he is? And the answer is that Yosef was unaware that when the brothers sold him, all the brothers promised each other that no one would be able to tell Jacob that they threw him into the pit. And they made a pact between themselves, and they even included God in this agreement to make it the 10th person. So all the brothers came together and they're like, we're not going to tell our father, and God will be named in this agreement as well. And this prevented God from revealing the truth to Jacob, because the brothers were showing mercy by throwing Joseph into the pit. Joseph was accusing them of some sins such as ever minachai, which is eating from a live animal. And the brothers went to show that they even slaughtered the animal and put the blood over Joseph's coat, to show that, hey, we didn't do these things, and we're showing mercy here by even throwing Joseph in the pit. So when Yosef asked, is my father still alive, ha'od avicha, he was really asking, does my father still have Ruach HaKodesh? Does my still have the divine vision? Or has he lost the ability to see beyond natural boundaries? So when Joseph asked the questions, the brothers, they became ashamed of themselves and embarrassed, and they couldn't answer him. And the reason for that is that they were ashamed to tell him why Jacob couldn't see with divine vision, and that was because of the covenant that the brothers made and the fact that they included God in the cover-up and in this covenant. And that's this week's class on the Zera Shimshon. Until next week, Shabbat Shalom.